So, yeah, just like it all comes down to your I am. If you are the final authority over your I am, then you have the final say so over what your odds are out of any situation. I am so happy and grateful right now. I am so energetic. I am so motivated. I am so disciplined. If like whatever you need to be in every situation, if you need to be strong, if you can be the final authority and say, I am strong, then you are. But if you're not, it's not. It's because it's usually if you aren't the I am that you want to be, tell me why. And tell me why, and give me a reason that doesn't have to do with outside circumstances. What you've been told by somebody else, what you've been taught by somebody else. You have the freedom right
That's
now.
beautiful. That
What's that?
Nah, go ahead. Our episode today is about that. But it's you know how we deliver our podcast here. We show the different similarities. So it's about the law of resonance. So exactly what you're talking about,
It is. It all comes
but
down
a
to
different
resonance.
explanation. The law of resonance.
So the law of resonance, right? And so we talk about this in the book. The law of resonance. For you to manifest a particular I am experience, you have to maintain your attention on the defined possibility of your being that you know that you want to be, and the defined desire, right? Maintain your attention on expressing the desire of that possibility of being. If you can maintain your attention on a singular possibility of your being, a singular I am, and the singular desire to express yourself as I am in the present moment, you can manifest the I am experience, right? And the more and more you can stay in that attention on that possibility of being that I am and your desire to be that I am, if you can maintain that focus, your singular focus on that, you can maintain the connection resonance that is created of that I am. When those two things are aligned, you create I am experience. It may be a small experience. I am writing. I am singing. I am doing that. I am that. I might just be breathing like that as myself right now. But if I can maintain my attention on the possibility of being that version of me, and I can maintain my attention on the desire to express myself as that right now, without any outside influence or external validation, there's a resonance that will happen for that I am. Your I am is made up of your thoughts and your desires, your thoughts and emotions about you right now. How do you feel and think about you right now? That's going to be your I am. You're going to say, I am, right? That's awareness. The second step of claiming your I am is choose. How do you want to think and feel about you right now? It's a choice. You can choose. I want to feel happy. I want to feel beautiful. I want to feel grateful. That's a choice. Act. How would I breathe and stand as that version of me? Because your posture and your breath are the first actions that you take to signify your state of being. You start breathing, and you start. If you was to get scared, first thing would change is your breath and your posture. What the fuck is that? Right? A different. It would be different. What is that? Right? Shocked, excitement. So
Yeah.
your breath and your posture are the first signals of your state of being, your first physical signals. So the process to change your I am is to become aware. How do I think and feel about me right now? Not about the world, not about my outside situations. How do I think and feel about me right now? That's awareness. Step two, choice. Make a decision. How do I want to think and feel about myself right now in this moment? How do I want to think that I'm intelligent? Do I want to think that I'm right? And do I want to feel intelligent? Act. How would I breathe and stand as that version of me? What will my posture be? What will my breath pattern be? And if you, as an entity, can be present in this moment and start breathing like that, and you can start standing like that, you're going to say, I am. I am calm. I am intelligent. I am focused. I am disciplined. And the more you can control your I am, you can maintain your attention on that I am, you manifest the experiences that come along with it. The calm things come to you. The abundant things come to you. The prosperous things come to you. This is the flow. But it's all dependent on your I am. Your I am. That's the thing that you can control. If I was to say the statement, I am so happy and grateful right now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. The only thing I can control in that statement is being extremely happy and grateful right now. That's the statement. I am so happy and grateful right now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. My focus is on my I am. I am so happy and grateful right now. The other stuff, that's just a result of being in that state, of that belief, of me being that I am. That I'm definite. I'm definite in the possibility that money, there's trillions of dollars floating around right now. There's trillions of dollars, right? Because it's like you don't have to do anything special to get it. It's not people like working for it. The billionaires sitting on the other end of all of those transactions aren't doing anything special to get it, right? So there's infinite possibility to get the money. So I'm definite. It's a possibility that money can be coming to me right now in multiple from multiple sources, and I'm definite of my desire to just receive money without having to go anywhere to get it. I'm so happy and grateful right now that money just
My
comes to me.
existence pays for itself.
It pays for itself. It was the gift. All debts have been paid. I know, bro. I gotta shift gears. I'm gonna come back over. I've been on TikTok. So what's up, TikTok? I'm about to switch over. If you guys are interested, I just launched a new podcast with my brother. It's called Nothing New Under the Sun. SON. We are simultaneously streaming live onto YouTube at this moment. We're about to get started in that episode. The podcast, it's not just me talking, it's my brother and I. We're both into metaphysics, spirituality. It's really just about empowering your I am to be whatever you want it to be, right? And to give you that power to be the solutions to all of your problems. Because if you can control your I am, you can solve all of the problems. You can be the light in the absence of darkness. You can be sound in the absence of in the void of silence. It is your decision. So, yeah, guys, like I said, we shifting gears. We're live right now, simultaneously on YouTube. If you want to test that out, right? We got to shoot our episodes. We just started today. TikTok told me my videos was trending. If you don't follow me, please do. Go to the link in my bio. You are the creator. It's coming out today. Okay, the ebook version will be available today. I'm putting some final touches on it. I'm self-publishing. It's all me. It's not going to be on Amazon. You got to go to my website. However, you can get all of the stuff that I'm talking about, the creator journey, the journey of becoming. If you've ever heard of Joseph Campbell's in his hero's journey, we have 12 archetypes for you to identify where you are on the creator journey. It's full of affirmations and just if you've ever questioned your connection, source, creator of everything, this book is going to prove that you are the living embodiment of the creative source. And it's going to help you to unlock the authority that you have to definitively declare dominion over your existence. Yeah. You can click the link in my bio, pre-order now. The actual hard copy or paperback will be available. Amazon was having some. I'm not publishing through Amazon, but they're still my distributor as of right now. If you know anybody got it a little bit cheaper than Amazon, let me know. But we were just going back and forth just to get the paper copies. But I'm still releasing the digital hard. I mean the digital ebook today. So you can go to the website, you can order a copy, and yeah, you are the creator, man. Let's get it. I'm shifting gears. If you are interested, I'll continue this conversation on YouTube. The nothing new under the sun podcast. So like and follow. I'll actually put that in the comments, uh, and I'm gonna try to be a better host. Yeah, guys. Thank you, guys. No, that's not it. Oh, how you? Shit. How you write stuff? All right, that's it. Now it won't let me leave. TikTok.
Uh-oh.
Let me leave.
Trying to keep you roped in.
Yeah. They like, nah, nigga, I heard you say YouTube multiple times.
He said, no, you got to stick around.
You gotta stick around. Stop trying to take them to somewhere else.
We're just trying to spread the love a little bit. That's all.
That's
That's
what I'm
it.
saying. Here I gotta, do my little plugs. Keep my camera straight. Yeah, baby, we in this joint. What's up? It's
What it
episode
do?
2. I'm doing just a little, little post on my story real fast. So did you check out my podcast? I officially have a podcast. Back in my thing. All right, we gotta do the intros and shit. My bad. This is a different type of episode, but whatever.
It is. I was just letting it unfold. I figure you would see and you would feel what it's feeling like. Okay. This is a little behind the scenes type at the beginning before we get on. You know how they do in the studio. They got them little takes, but they can see in the beginning.
1,000%.
Hmm.
Everything is unfolding. I'm gonna get the book out today. Nothing new.
Mm, mm, mm. All right. So yeah, we're on episode 2 now. Nothing new under the sun. This episode's title is "The Law of Resonance and How Vibration Shapes Your Reality."
Okay, let's get it.
Hold up.
I
I should
got
have.
you.
We still. See, I gotta send you these too. See, I
The
ain't sent it
script,
to
yeah,
you yet.
yeah.
I gotta send that to you.
You can send it in the chat.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
I just put diamonds all on my teeth. Now they probably think I ain't intelligent. And the homicide unit interrogation, there's some questions I ain't tell them shit. Bitches
Did you
call me
get
the
it
Jack
all?
all American. I'm at the top of my class with my letter. And I remember back in college, bitches knocking on my dorm door. I ain't never let them
I don't think you got it all though.
in. What?
Stopped at the practical. Like it
Got
didn't.
something else. Ooh, let's go. I woke up for some money. Little bitch.
I sent you the part that got cut off. Okay. All right. Where our music at? Cue the music, DJ.
Got you. All right, give me 5 seconds. 5, 10, maybe 15. My computer moving real slow.
This shit is bright right here. You ready? Almost.
Um, ooh. In the process. Sorry, I just want to close out some of my tabs as well. It's 1 o'clock. Okay. That's supposed to be there. I'm gonna take care of that when that's finished. Something message. Okay. All right. Yes. Oh yeah, we are live. What's up, y'all? My bad. And we are live. Oh, TikTok, YouTube. I'm sorry, baby. I'm on this lucky you and shit. We are recording. Taking care of some business though. So what's going on? All right. There we go. Let's cue the theme music. Y'all watching the growth of something great. How about that?
All right. Here we go.
Yes. Yes, sir.
A little bit of vibration to set the tone. All right, now this is episode 2. Episode 2 of Nothing New Under the Sun. That's Sun, S-O-N. The title of today's episode. It's going to be about the law of resonance and how vibration shapes your reality. All right, so I'm your host, T Squared. And that's G-O-D,
I'm your man,
baby.
G-O-D, baby. How you doing?
All right. And this is a space where we take timeless truths, scripture, universal law, hermetic wisdom, and esoteric teachings, and we weave them into something that you can live right now. Because under the sun, there's nothing new, only wisdom waiting to be remembered. All right. So moving forward with that, on the last episode, we talked about the identity crisis and how people have forgotten who they are. We'll touch on that for a minute, but today we want to take, next step in understanding how who you are shapes the world around you. So, Gio, you wanna just kind of summarize the previous episode about the identity crisis, I guess.
Well, yes. So, as T Square stated, right? Last episode was just all about the identity crisis. We talked about that, the suffering that goes along with not knowing who you truly are, and the reasonings why that may be, right? And how to go about kind of detaching from the physical world and just going through that process, not beating yourself up, right? Understanding that it's going to change when you get tired of your own mess, right? When you learn that you don't have to suffer through those things that you are suffering through, right? And that identity that you are attached to that you don't have to be is when you will experience the liberation and freedom that is your birthright. I think that's my description.
All right, so that pretty much sums it up. All right, so today we're going to take it a little further, and you were kind of talking about this on your TikTok there, but it's understanding how who you are shapes the world around you. So there's a universal principle found in every tradition that says you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So this in cryonics we call this the law of resonance. In Hermetic teaching, it's called the law of vibration. In the Bible, it's written pretty plain. So it says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." That's Proverbs 23, verse 7. So with these things that are, I mean, teachings, laws, you can see that where you hold yourself is where you will see things manifest in that fashion.
Hmm.
So understanding that everything is vibration, what vibratory level are you choosing? What vibratory resonance are you choosing to attract or magnetize, bring toward your into your existence? Because there's a challenge. There's things we experience all throughout the day, and I get it. It's a challenge to be like to hold on to the idea of what you want to have manifest in your life. It doesn't change the fact that you want to still have that thing, but there are many distractions that keep us from maintaining that focus on that thing. So we attract what we are. So you've thought what you thought, and you've desired what you desired. So it's still coming. But how do you maintain that high level of vibration? So in every moment of every day, there's only ever now.
Hmm.
So what you want to choose in the now from the circumstantial props that are maybe in front of you or occurring around you,
Hmm.
only things that make you feel good. So you can look at it and be like, "Oh man, that's terrible," or you could look at it and be like, "Oh man, that's really glad that such and such happened in this way."
No, yes,
So
yes.
if you keep it on a positive note, now it might not be as high as it is when you first thought you desire, but keeping it in that realm, keeping it in that vibratory level helps keep you in a space where you're not creating resistance to the things that you're trying to manifest into your existence. Because everything that
Mm.
comes physically is part of a previous. It's not what you're thinking right now.
Hmm. So, yes, yes, and that's yes. So that presence, all of your creation is happening. All creation is a now thing, but there's a residual effect from the now until later. So in those times where you've been creating subconsciously, you've been when you weren't aware of your power, you are manifesting your life based on your thoughts and beliefs about what's possible and what you desire to do, right? So when you didn't know your power or that there were more possibilities, that's why you were stuck in the situations you were in, because you didn't know that there was another way to do it, or
So
you
this
weren't
is
allowed.
yeah.
Good.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
Or
because
you
it's an
good.
excellent point. It's an excellent point because this is the part that's the challenge, and this is why you want to choose those positive things. Because once we get going about a subject, and we're we've gone down the rabbit hole, Yeah, when we thought multiple things, negative things, or things that are not that don't make us feel good. Let's keep it like that. Like once you get down so deep, it's hard to jump from down in the depths to over here real fast.
1,000%.
So
So
if you
you,
start to grasp the little things that make you feel good until you can get back over here to
yeah,
where the vibration is much higher and more of those positive things that make you feel good will show up more than those negative things that make you feel not so good.
1,000,000%. So it's hard to go from no awareness to expressed awareness. You didn't even know that it existed, right? You wasn't even aware of it. So for when you starting off to transition, when you in that negative place, because that negative place was just a lack of awareness. It was either a lack of awareness of possibilities, or it was the things that you don't want. In the book, we talk about this, right? The quadrants of creation are absence of desire and absolute desire. So you can manifest things out of the absence of desire because you fear them so much, because you're like, I definitely don't want this to happen. You're defining the experience in thought because you're giving it your attention. You're saying, I don't want this to happen. And you're imagining it because you're trying to prevent it from happening, but you're manifesting its reality by thinking of it. And then simultaneously, your desires to express yourself when you aren't being true to yourself, when there's something that you want to do, when there's a way that you want to be, and you don't feel like you're allowed to, or you're given the space or permission to do it, then there's this suppression of, I'm upset because I can't do this. And that awareness, right? The freedom in that process is you have to get to the neutral spot of gratitude for existence and the awareness of your existence. That is the primal state of creation. Like gratitude would be, let's say if we talk energy, there is no negative, there's just a lack of awareness, right? But that will be represented as negative. You can't go from a negative to a positive. You have to stop at the neutral positioning of just flat, just void, just, or not void, but right, existence. You have to go through that. You have to cross that threshold from unaware to aware to expressed awareness. And so often we try to go from unaware to expressed awareness, right? When you first become aware of something, you're like, but I didn't know, I've been suffering this whole time. There's something else out there for me. Oh, I want that now. And you want to go to expressed awareness, but you have to go through an unlearning process, because through that unawareness, through that suffering, you had to become a version of you that could survive that. You had to become a version of you that was living inside of that. And now you have to become a version of you. If you were aware in the first place of your power, you would have never went there. You would have stayed at the gratitude existence place. Right. But because you wasn't.
So I heard it put simply as this. All the negative things that we feel, that is us in opposition of our higher self. Because when you're in the line, there's no fear. It just doesn't exist. We're just fighting against ourself, like the higher direction that is guiding us every day. Because we want to take control because of, and like you said, we have lost the awareness of who we are in the props that we're looking at. Only knowing that they are manifestations of past desires.
Mm-hmm.
And we're stuck on the props and the circumstances and the surroundings. But that's manifestation of an old thing. So why, once you come to realize that, it's like, okay, you gotta wait. You gotta be steady though. That's why they say faith. Like you gotta be still lined up with your vision, but not looking at this like why this is still here, because there's a time delay.
But it's not. It's not. And that's
because yes, time doesn't exist.
Well, so the freedom is the detachment from the experience. The freedom is the ability to become aware of your I am. So in that suffering, right? When you sitting there and you suffering like, oh, this old experience, whatever is outside, that's because you're living in that state. In any given moment, you have the ability to become completely aware of your existence and grateful for the fact that you exist. And if you can do that, like at any given moment, if you can shift your perspective from I am here, from why am I here? Why am I going through this? I shouldn't be, to I am here to experience this and I'm open to whatever comes my way because I know that whatever comes my way is a experience that is meant to enrich me and drive me forward. Right. And
But
it's really like
that's the
good.
openness, the allowing, that is the
Presence.
high vibrational disc of choosing versus to look at it like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen,
That's
but remaining
presence.
open to the possibilities.
So it comes down to you're either dreading the future or you're regretting the past. There's only time you can be suffering from your like a thought or emotion that's not like unless something is physically harming you, you're either thinking of a future you don't want to happen or a past that you thought you didn't want to happen or you regret it or you haven't been able to spend to help you grow. It's a negative. So that's the only time like you're not present and being joyful. It's either a future outcome that you don't want or you're trying to predict or prevent a future situation or you regret in the past. There's no suffering in the present because all there is in the present is experience. Right now, like you're alive, you're breathing, you're as free as the bird is to be a bird and as the tree is to be a tree, right? And that's
What if we move the idea that there's just no suffering, just a perception that allows you to think it so?
Suffering is
This is
separation
like
from the source. There is no suffering, but
No.
the suffering that you like, there is none. It's just made up in your mind and your
Right.
emotions based off of either. So all of the darkness in the universe, right? All of the darkness in the universe is a lack of this hat. I got it. I'm wearing this hat. This is my brother hat too. This James hat. That's why I be wearing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, all of the darkness in the universe is a lack of, is unaware possibility or suppressed desire. So we talked about this in my theory for space, right? There, all of space is the potential to become is a possibility to become. It's M&I, right? It doesn't know, and then there's lack of express desire. It's not expressed. So that's all the darkness is that it's desire and possibility, unaware and unexpressed. That's the darkness. That's
But
the
that's
suffering.
the thing. Space, universe. I don't think it's ever unaware of itself.
In the beginning, it was.
I don't
this
think it was ever unaware of itself.
No,
Because
listen, bro.
if everything is in this bubble of space and it exists and it still continues to expand in this thought bubble of space.
Yeah.
So space, it was unaware of itself and aware of itself at the same time. Like they both exist at the same time for it to even be.
So my theory is that the potential to become aware of itself always existed, but unexpressed potential is latent energy, and latent energy appears flat, inactive, void. It appears lifeless. There's a period during the universe, during the space, where it appears lifeless, and that appearance of lifelessness is seen from the potential energy. That based on that, right? So there's active, like there was a point before the universe was actively moving its energy that was in it, right? So that energy was latent. That potential energy was M&I. That as potential energy, that is unexpressed desire and unknown possibility, right? So like reducing it down to that, and that's where, and I would say this, why I believe this more than ever that space went through the same things is because we live by the as above, so below.
Mhm.
And so our suffering makes so much more sense if space had to go through it too. Why would God like we've always asked, why would God allow so much suffering?
So this is that's beautiful. You asked this. So now we're going to go into the main part of the podcast, the teaching, and this is the science angle, because this is what we know, okay, to be true. Anybody can go and look this stuff up and figure it out. You don't have to take our word for it. Everything vibrates. Absolutely everything you see, taste, touch, hear, smell, look at, whatever. It's all vibrating. You can go fact check that. It may not look like it is, but it is, including you and I. At all times. Nothing is ever at rest. Every atom in your body is energy in motion. Your thoughts and emotions aren't just in your head. They send out signals like tuning forks. So when your signal is fear, you draw in fear. When your signal is gratitude, you draw in abundance. So it's really not magic. They say it's magic, but it's really resonance, vibration, what you have synced up with. In the spiritual angle, from Jesus's perspective, he spoke in resonance when he said, according to your faith, be it unto you. So whatever you believe, that's what it's going to be, because that's what you vibrating at. That's just what's going to come. And you're going to vibrate other things that match that same vibration into that same experience.
You use the word. I gotta clarify. Belief and faith are different. You don't believe in your parents. You don't.
Okay.
You don't believe in gravity.
Mm-hmm.
You are definite of its
You know.
existence.
See, but that's the thing. A lot of
It's
people don't
that's-
know. That's
It's
where
not even-
we're trying to get them from the point of not knowing to know.
no. It's
And
not, I don't even call it
There's some stuff
knowing
you
no
got to
more.
trickle through.
I don't even call it knowing no more,
So-
because you can know some shit and still not do it.
Of course, because you're not in vibratory alignment with doing it. So we force ourselves to do a lot of things.
So it's
Yes,
a being.
sometimes it's necessary. So that's where you are.
It's
And that's where
embodied.
you're going to be. Right.
You have to embody. You have to, yeah. So it's not even you have to be.
Right.
So it can't,
In-
like, it's not even
in
what you believe, it's what you're
vibratory
willing
resonance.
to be, to willing
Right.
to live. Like the definition. So in my first book, right, 3 B's to C's is how
What
to
you
live and exist
be.
as. Right. So you have to live and exist as. It's
Mhm.
not just, oh, I gotta think it, I gotta believe it, I gotta have faith. No, you have to live and exist. I have to be
You
to
have to
be
be.
right now that, and you will be able to attract it.
Right. So yeah, I'm good with changing up words. I love changing up words to have them resonate at a higher frequency. So that I'm all game, because faith is vibration.
I see what you did there.
In your inner world, if it aligns with God's truth, the outer world has no choice but to reflect it. That's just. But that's why we're here to talk about this stuff, because a lot of things, especially biblically, and we know that's like the largest thing that's going around now as far as the Bible, and we know there's stuff missing, and the way certain words are defined, they invoke fear, so you be scared and running, and that's really not what's happening here. So, like, we can come from hiding, come from underground, like come out, take a look, and see what is really talking about, because let's look at practically, right? So you think about music. If you play a note on one guitar string and the same note on other guitars across the room, they're going to start to vibrate at that same, because that's the same note. Like, they're all, even though they're not being played, they're going to pick up that vibration and start to vibrate. And life works the same way. Like the frequency you live at awakens matching frequencies in the world around you, be it people, places, things, money, like interactions, animals, experiences. Like it's all wrapped in there. Now, if you're paying attention, if you know how to see, you can see these things happening as they transpire, but you got to stay in that vibratory state of knowing that what you are choosing to be is just that. What you desire, you're just that. Whether it's right there, right now, because we know, yes, we know it's not there in the physical right now. So that's where the trouble comes in. We get distracted because we want instant gratification, but the timing is always divine. It comes when it's supposed to.
No, it's not even. You can get instant gratification. Can you be that version of you right now, without any further like need to do anything else? Can you fully vibrate and resonate as the so if you're sitting there saying, I want $1 million, are you able to say, I am a millionaire right now? I am in possession of $1 million in my, like, I am that person that I'm so sure that whatever I do today is going to generate whatever idea I come up with today. I'm not going to act out of fear. I'm not going to act with hesitation. I'm not going to resist the way I want it to be. I'm going to fully follow that which is bestowed upon me from a place of not knowing, not believing, but being the version of me that says, I made $1 million. It's simple. For you to make the million, you just got to sell $1 million worth of stuff, or you got to get somebody to give you $1 million. But like, there's a million ways for you to get whatever you want. All right. If you don't see it in the physical manifested world, if you don't feel like that version of you, because it's not the physical manifestation, it's the feeling of you that you're looking for. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for the experience of, I am that. I'm that version of me that feels the way I feel about me when I have these things. But you don't have to have the things to feel that way about you right now. So unless you can definitively decide and start being, not thinking, not believing, not knowing, but living and existing as that version of you in this moment, don't expect the manifested experience. That's the truth. Is that you can't even can you definitively say, I am that I am right now? I'm that one. No. And that's until you are able to get there. And so how resonance, I gotta get some more water. How resonance plays into this conversation.
I mean, yeah. And no, I got some messages.
No, I know you got some shit. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. I saw you. Yeah, I know. We yeah.
But that's the challenge, Gio. Because you have to build up that understanding of who you are.
Can I tell them how to do it, Thomas? Can I tell them how to do it?
See, now it's not instant. So you got to be real about what it takes. And now when we talk about our journey, we talk about from when it started a long time ago, right? We're not talking about just waking up today and saying, hey, this is what it is. It took us some time to get to this understanding. Now you can shorten the time frame. You can shorten the time frame, but it depends on your choices.
So that's well, so no. That's second. That's what I was just going to start. It starts with awareness.
That's choice.
To start becoming
awareness is with choices.
So
awareness comes with choices.
You make your choices while you're aware that you have the choice. But you like the start of it to not put any pressure on them, right? Because you say like when you just beginning, we talking from a place. The first start of it is to start to become aware and to start realizing the discomfort and start to realize
So how do
like
you start becoming aware? Let's break it down. How do you start to become aware?
you start to become aware by being present. You have to be present in the moment and be honest with yourself about what you're feeling. So again, the process is aware, choose, then act. You have to ask yourself, how do I think and feel about myself right now?
So there's a lot
be
of choices
honest.
that are going on in that time.
No, so the choice, but you can't make a choice until you become aware of yourself. Until you become aware of how do I think and feel about me right now. Because how you've been thinking and feeling about you has been producing the circumstances. So you haven't been aware that that's what's producing it. You're feeling like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not this. I'm not that, and that is perpetuating your cycle. Until you become aware of yourself and your influence over your creation. So this is the whole point. The like this episode is about like the resonance, right? Resonance is about maintaining your attention on the possibility of being in the expressed desire of that particular possibility of being at the same focus, right? That's resonance. So the possibility for you to be that version in your desire, if you can maintain your focus on the singular possibility of being in the singular defined expression of that being, you can manifest the experience. But it's maintaining your frequency, your attention on both that and that. And your attention requires you to be aware. You're not aware what energy goes. Energy goes where attention flows. You're not paying attention to you. You're paying attention to everything outside of you. You're paying attention to your external circumstances, what they gonna do, how they gonna respond, what they got to say.
Because right. This is also what I've heard too. Why I say focusing on how you feel is more important, because the more that we put our attention on the fact that what we desire is not there, it's going to continue to not be there because of that. So you could think the thought, but that's why they say, like, don't think about it no more and just keep going about your day and keeping your vibration high on that which you thought that was going to come. Don't keep thinking about it coming, because then it's not going to come. Just go on and have a great day with all the interactions that you have and whomever you have them with, and what you desired will meet you on that path at some point.
Because you don't need to think about it no more.
That's it.
It's already manifested. Now, can you maintain your attention as that I am? I know it's coming. I don't got to do anything but go about my day. I know it's coming. If it don't come today, it's coming tomorrow. If it don't come tomorrow, it's coming the next day.
So then where do you turn your attention to? You turn
to your being. You still have to be that version of you. Don't go back to regular life doing things from the same perspective as the you that like don't be like, oh, I'm expecting it to come, and I'm every time something happens in traffic, you snapping, or every time something don't go your way. No, I'm not. Right. Hey, listen, when the bill collectors call, hey, yes, I'm expecting to be able to come into some things. I'm gonna ask you to put a hold on my account for a while, or we gonna work something out. I'm gonna pay. Here, I got $30 because I know I'm not going to, because you're not going to hold on to the $30 you got as tightly, right? You're going to interact differently. You're going to be more open to the opportunities. Somebody's going to say something and be like, yo, you ever think about doing this? Before you be like, no, man, I can't do that. I got to get my car fixed. I got to do that. I got to do this. I got to do that. In the present moment where you're attracting and you're open and you're looking for the universe to provide, right? You're looking for the thing to be attracted to you, not to create it, not to like, you're looking to just bring it to you. When an opportunity presents itself, you're going to be open to it. You're not going to be resistant, and that's going to be the difference. Now, if you go back into like life, and I still like that, and then it's not going to manifest. I just got a couple messages too. So, yep, you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey man, motherfuckers got kids. I don't know how people. It's school time. Certain text messages warrant a reply. Okay,
They do.
certain text messages warrant a reply. But no, yes. So the reality of it is, it all comes down to you, right? Your ability to be present, to be aware of yourself, and to be the authority over yourself. So it's awareness, right? Then it's the choice, then it's action. But that's like that action is through declaration. We spend so much of our time looking for authority from somebody else. Your I am is the only thing that you own outright. It's the only thing that's completely yours. Like,
Okay. All right. So now, all right, let's move into some practical applications. All right. And this is kind of what we've been talking about already.
mhm.
So so how do we work this law of resonance in our daily life? All right. So check your frequency, like we've said. Ask what's my dominant vibe right now? Fear,
How?
doubt, joy, peace. Once you identify that, you can begin to start taking small steps towards a better vibration. If that's not the vibration that you want to be on, you get to choose. So why not choose something that makes you feel good? Another thing you can do, shift through gratitude. Gratitude instantly raises resonance, even in pain. Finding one thing to thank the universe for shifts the signal. Your vessel is a divine creation. You got things, endless things to say thank you for just off it alone. I got fingers, I got hands, I got blood that flows, I got the activity of my limbs, it's sending signals to here. I can feel the vibrations in my ears and make sounds. I can speak words. You got a lot to be thankful for. So to be fixated on these little things that happen from moment to moment or time to time, we riding a wave too long. We shouldn't, because the abundance that's around us is far greater than any problem that we may have. But and then affirming oneness, use words that align with truth, like the kingdom of God is within me, like the universe is within me. Universe is within me, operating in and through me. I am a part of. I and the Father, I and my Father are one. Remember, it's not about forcing things into existence. You don't have to force anything. It's about tuning yourself so that is what is meant for you can find you. No one else can keep anything away from you that's meant for you. The universe has specific things lined up for you that you have asked for, that you have launched desires for, that are lined up for you. There's just a version of you that you must become to line up with it. You ain't gotta. It's not a lot of work, and it's a vibratory thing. Get your mind right. Get your perspective right about what you feel is possible for you. Imagine the possibilities.
Imagine the possibilities. Imagine.
That's why
Just
they recommend testimonials. Imagine the possibilities. Have faith and believe that some of what we're talking about is possible for you. But in closing, the law of resonance is not new. Law of vibration is not new. It's eternal. Science, scripture, and spirit all agree that this is something that's always been around and it always will be. You are a signal, you are a vibration, and the world responds to the frequency you carry, not anyone else around you. or anything else that anyone else is doing around you. Whatever frequency you caring about, whatever it is you're observing. So this week, I challenge you, stop trying to get what you want. Instead, become what you want. Become it. Live at that frequency of what you seek. Because when you do, the universe and God himself will resonate with you.
Bars. Bars.
This has been Nothing New Under the Sun. I'm T Squared.
It's your man G.O.D. Yeah, we're gonna get it right. One of us. So yeah, I'll yeah.
We're reminding you. We gotta have somebody to cue you in.
Yeah, all of that.
But we're just reminding you that God,
we working on it. Stay with us.
You are one. The universe and you are one. Just like remember who you are. It's 2025 now. We know, like it's time to close out this mistake of forgetting who we are and what we're connected to and through, and that's coursing all through us and all around us, and that is what is and forever will be. There's nothing else on the outside of that. Everything exists on the inside of that. And you're not separate from, not apart from. Yes, your experience may be unique to you, but it's all part of the same whole. It's all part of the same collective experience. But thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. We'll keep expanding upon this overstanding and get everybody resonating where they desire to resonate.
Episode 2 in the books, baby. I love it.
That's it. Just go with it.
All right, here. Let me wrap him up. Trying to multi